finally be able to have a real homecoming. And you'll correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. We're going to Ekaterinburg in Russia, which is driving distance, I'm told, from Sergey's hometown in Jeandra. And who's that?
Tell them they're busy, Kath.
Oh, it's a wife. No, you might pick up.
It's true. They moved. I'll do it.
This is going to be unique or maybe really old school. The fight is going to take place on Monday night, on July 11th in Russia. It's going to be televised on Channel 1, which is the premier boxing network in Russia. It will take place at the DIVS Arena, Palace of Sports.
Where of the playing games.
Okay. So Palace of Sports.
Yeah, Palace of
DIVS.
small games. Yeah.
So this is the arena, DIVS Palace of Sports. It is going to be shown as part of an international trade fair that's going on there at that time called InnoProm 2016. And so there will be lots of people from the business world and the political world from literally all over the globe who will be there and will be in the audience that night, as will the people from Sergey's hometown, because they're going to be able to get all over. He is going to fight Isaac Chilemba. Isaac from South Africa, as you know, came within a point in the other guy's hometown of getting a mandatory against a fighter who will go unnamed. And he fought two mandatory fights to get that shot. He deserves a shot. We think Isaac is great preparation for Sergey as we project our hope that this fight takes place with Andre Ward at the end of the year as planned. He's fighting a boxer, someone who in that respect is going to be a mirror Ward. Obviously not exactly the same way, but he's not fighting somebody who's going to walk right in and get hit. So it's a good match. Isaac is 24-3-2 with 10 knockouts. Sergey, of course, 29-1 with 26. He is the WBO, IBF, and WBA champion of the world. Our partner in Russia for this event will be German Titov, and at this moment we do not know if HBO will televise. They are trying very hard to make it work. They have to do some. They have to chase down some technical concerns. If they can make it work technically, they are committed to do this on Monday nights. So going back, as I said, old school, back in the day, big world title fights always took place on Monday nights. In Russia, Monday night, this is prime time, prime viewing time. All of the people in Russia will be in their homes after work watching the biggest audience that they possibly have. They're on Channel 1, and it's a great opportunity. So, first, I think I will introduce his manager, Edis Klimas, and he can make some comments.
Well, we wanted to thank the company who financed all this event. That's a Russian copper company, and the person's name is Igor Altushkin. He's the one who took all the responsibilities and put all the money to make Sergey's dream to come true. I think it's very important. The day Kath already mentioned, it was picked up because it's going to be a lot of Sergey's home country people. Is going to possibility about coming, Mr. Medvedev, who was the ex-president of Russia, and a lot of economical, strong people going to be there from all over the place. A lot of people are going to be from China, a lot of people are going to be from India. So basically, it's not just a fight in Russia. It's another big, huge explosion for Sergey around the world. As far as opponent, I think Isaac Chilemba deserved that place to be. He is one of the best guys today in the light heavyweight division. Sergey approved that opponent because, as we all know, he never wanted to fight just an easy guy. He wants to fight one of the best. And kind of like main thing was about getting an opponent. And Isaac Chilemba stepped in and he says, yes, I'll take a fight. We're gonna fight. That's a good point. Another good reason for the day, because most in America people, they don't
follow much world soccer, but in Europe is going to be the European soccer. And if we would be going like from June 10th to July 10th, it would be hard to get the TV network. It would be hard, to get the viewers. Everybody is watching soccer. I don't think that, with a name like Sergey Kovalev we will have a problem, but it's still kind of like interruption. And now, on the July 10th, the soccer is already closed. In a couple of weeks, from July 11th, we're going to start Olympics. So the date is picked up perfectly. Monday night, everybody is home. I think we will have a lot of viewers, and I think I'm very happy to go to Sergey's hometown. We've been there once, and I'm gonna let the man to tell how he feels about it.
Always makes my day to be able to introduce him to you. He's WBO, WBA, and IBF light heavyweight champion of the world.
Hello everybody, I'm very excited that my next fight is happening in my hometown, almost in my hometown, very close, and Yekaterinburg is the capital of region Europe, and a lot of times I went there, and a lot of people knows me there, and Chelyabinsk and Yekaterinburg and all Europe, and right now whole country. And very big thanks to Russian copper company and his owner Igor Altushkin to finance this show, and he make happen one of my dreams. Fight in my country, and I'm very happy, and I will try to show best of my boxing against Isaac Chilemba. Isaac Chilemba is very interesting opponent. His style uncomfortable for anybody, and he never was stopped. Only the last bell in the ring, and it's gonna be my goal to stop his early. But we'll see. July 11. Any questions?
Kaz, this question for you. Given the fact that you guys now have your tune-up fight, do you think from your end this solidifies, assuming that he wins against Chilemba, do you think does this solidify the Andre Ward fight for November?
From our end, it was solidified when we signed the contract with Ward's people back in October.
Okay. Do you know do you have any idea what Andre Ward's going to take an interim fight before November?
He's allowed to. You'd have to go to his promoter and find out where they are. It's part of the agreement that they could both take 2 interim fights.
Okay.
Kathy, you mentioned there was a cutoff point at some point. Did that get extended out, or how far?
Yes, it had originally been June 30th, but for practical reasons, one of them being what Ace described about the soccer schedule in Europe, and Ward's people also had, I think, some potential to do something in July, so we all agreed that we'd extend it out to July 23rd.
And the Ward date is November what?
19th, in New York or Las Vegas.
You're in Vegas.
What was that, Kathy?
Right now, the date that we have penciled in for Kovalev and Ward is November 19th, in either New York or Las Vegas. But we'll talk about that one once we get this done. Sergey's got to go out and this one first.
Sergey, when you fought in Canada, Atlantic City, Las Vegas recently, how long has it been that you wanted to fight in your hometown? A year or 2 years? How long have you really wanted to fight in your hometown?
Like long time ago, I already wanted this since first my belt, but we didn't, because we didn't have opportunity to make this fight as well, you know. And right now, opportunity came, and we use it. We're gonna use it. Like, I will stay after the fight in the summertime in Russia and spend time there with my family, with my friends. You know, it's like very good opportunity to make this fight there and prepare for the November fight against the underworld.
How much family do you have that's still in that area? People like in your either extended family or like people that are, you know,
In Russia?
No, but I mean, not just in Russia, but in that area where the fight's taking place.
Sure, I have a big family. Like how many people?
Ballpark.
About 25, 30 people.
Okay.
How often
My
do you get
uncle,
back?
my uncle.
So they have to be very excited that you're gonna
Yeah, sure.
fight there.
All my brothers, all my sisters will come to the arena and can see my fight live. You know.
How many brothers and sisters?
I have two younger brothers and one older sister.
Is that
So
all?
my
Yeah, native.
yeah, native.
Not the
But I have a lot of like my cousins, you know, like my
You
mom.
have a lot of
had-
Kovalevs around.
Yeah, not Kovalev. Not Kovalev.
They're
but-
friends.
Right, right.
In Russia, your close friends you refer to as brother. That's
No, I mean my family is very big, like 25, 30 people. It's my family. My mother's sister, my father, brother, and sister. He has kids too, you know, and then like about 30 people, yeah. And right now, who can come to the arena? But also we have like a 5, 3 years old kids. I'm not counting this.
How often do you get back to Russia?
Huh?
How often do you get back there?
This year I went already 2 times. After the fight against Pascal, yes, I flew next day after the fight to Russia for what? For 3 weeks, and came back for beautiful vacation with my family, Natalia and my son, for 2 weeks in Hawaii, and came back to Russia for 1 week, just for the business. And right now I'm here. Next flight to Russia May 2nd.
Do you miss it?
I love Russia. It's my country. It's my home. You know, like I have 2 homes right now, Russia and America. I love be here and I love be there. But here, like I'm busy with the sport. There, like right now for the fight, I'm gonna busy with the sport too. But after the fight, I will spend my time for free, just like how I want.
You've been in this
But
position.
not long time, like maybe 3 weeks. It's the maximum.
Sergey, you've been in this position.
2 weeks, okay.
You've been in this position before. Before you fought Bernard Hopkins, you had to fight Caparello, and knowing that you had the big fight with Hopkins already signed. So, how do you go into this fight knowing that you already have the Ward fight? Does it make it easier because you've been through that and you're able to focus more, or are you just very anxious for the Ward fight?
No, that I'm not gonna say that it's easier. All my fights, it means for me same, you know, because if you will get a lose, it's not good for you. Doesn't matter who is your opponent. And therefore my goal is get victory. Doesn't matter who is my opponent. And like my next opponent is Jeandra, and I must to get my victory for next possible fight against Andrew. I must to get, see, bless you. See, do. And after and I must to get victory over Andrew for the next fight, you know, like a big fight.
But the one
It's
before,
like
you
a-
don't have it signed yet, though.
It's like everything connected, you know. You just you lose, you just lose one fight and everything will work. You should start like again almost from the zero.
Sergey, you were at the Andre Ward Sullivan Barrera fight. What did you think of the performance? Did you learn anything from Andre Ward being up close?
I cannot to learn something, you know, when I'm watching the fight because I don't care at all. I just spend the time, nice time, and it was interesting what will happen in the ring. But I don't get it. I don't get attention what he's doing, or I just see how he's moving, how he's getting his hands, you know, like, and what he's doing, like, going forward or going back, working back, like, and that's it. And I do not watch the TV or video about my opponents. Enough just a couple rounds and for understand what was the style he's using, and what's the style of his, you know, and that's it. Just because boxing for me is like a street fight, but with the rule of the boxing.
Were you impressed by his performance? Did he impress you at all? Were you like, wow, he's really good? Or what did you think about how he fought that fight?
Он говорит, ты как-то, он в чем-то тебя поразил, что-то тебя удивил в этом, как ты ценишь его?
I waited a more something more, you know, from Underworld. But I understand that he didn't fight 10 months, and it's big pause between the fight, you know. And I'm sure that the next fight he will fight much better, much dangerous, you know. Like, and Sullivan Barrera not easy opponent too, you know. He's like a contender. Was a contender for IBF. Like he's not keys for the beat, you know. It was an interesting fight, and I'm sure that the next fight under the award will show much excited.
The style in this coming fight, what's going to be difficult about that? Just the guy you're fighting now in this fight, what's going to be the most difficult thing about his style?
You know, Chilemba, his style as like a spoiler. He's not fighting. He's not pushing. You know, he's like making a lot of defense, and like a lot of wrestling. So, it's my
My goal,
it's my goal to decide this problem because I see that it's gonna be right now. What I see against Chilemba is gonna be not easy fight, and I think so it can be all 12 rounds because he's like uncomfortable. He's not fighting. He's just moving and like. And waiting, you know, like one attack, you know, not making attack myself.
He's a defensive fighter, more so?
Yeah, he more defensive fighter.
Can Kathy talk about a little bit
What I
about,
see.
obviously you promote both fighters, but you have this big deal for Sergey, who's obviously more highly regarded than Chilemba, who's a bigger star than Chilemba, who people know. So on the one hand, you probably want